This corruption is gonna stop. It's pushing good people over the top. It's causing pain they don't deserve. These fucking judges, what a nerve. I can smell the smoke in the air. People losing their lives every day. We can't stand for this bullshit game. It's time to light this shit on fire. Let's burn the bitch down. They take our lives. Let's burn the bitch down. It should be no surprise. Let's burn the bitch down. They deserve what they get. Let's burn the bitch down. There is no regret. They're taking kids, ruining their future, making dads run scared through the fire. The courts destroying families, they're such a liar. When the days turn into the nights, they give up, they have no fight. When you break the man, you take his soul. When you take his child, consider yourself told. Let's burn the bitch down. They cause our pain. Let's burn the bitch down. We're not insane. Let's burn the bitch down. They had their chance. Let's burn the bitch down. We show our stand. We won't stand for this anymore. Here I am, let's settle the score. I don't wanna bust your balls. Your honor, you need to fall. You lie almost every day. Pissed off parents are on their way. You can get away with this anymore. I'm scared when they pound on the door. You think this is a joke? You'll know better when you smell the smoke. We won't stand for this anymore. We are parents headed to war. Let's burn the bitch down. Let's burn the bitch down. Let's burn the bitch
We know it's all about the money, we know they lie, we know this is corruption. Does CPS know what they are doing to the children?
fight for the children in every town.
They are taking our kids every day. A child a minute, no one has a thing to say for those who have been isolated. Don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeves. You can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, God damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting. CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids, pictures held up like thin tags. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stop.
Hi, everybody. I guess Darren's coming.
Oh, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. All right.
It was cold, and I had to realize I had to put some wood in the fire
Oh,
because I
my.
saw the comments up there about it being cold and everything. And I said, well, hell, maybe if everybody had a wood stove, they wouldn't have to worry about heating up so much. Then I said, shit, I better put my wood stove in. So I'm like, it's getting awful cold in here. And sure enough, the fire was dying down. So
Oh, my.
I made it. I've come to the show. Welcome. Tiff, do you know what I have right here?
Can you make our pictures bigger? But no, I do not.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Mitzi Poo Poo. What I have in my hand is the CPS Judges Bench Book,
The new one?
2024.
Yeah, the new one should. The
Well,
2026 is about to come out.
Tiff, when did this
Mhm.
ever become about numbers?
Well, they update them every year.
Yeah. What year do you have right now?
2025.
You lying sack of BS. Yeah, see, you even scared the boy. Yep, he's frightened. So this is pretty awesome. Did you actually know that they had for this cases?
Oh, it's a
It's
CPS bench book. No, I did not.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's
I
980.
apologize. I was talking about.
Check it. Oh, wrong camera. You can't see that for sure. But what it says right there is Child Protective Services Bench Book. So, and
Go ahead and email that to me. I know you got it in an email.
go ahead and email that because I already got it ready for you. So they got this whole section on time and notice requirements, mandatory petitions in cases of severe physical abuse contrary to child welfare's determinations, recording proceedings in the family division. Family division records. So that's chapter 21 that I have right there. I don't know how many pages this is. Something, and what I just realized too is that this is Michigan's, but I'm sure that there's a lot of it the same, very similar. That just really took my air out of my sails. I mean, it shouldn't be that much of a difference, right? Would you think? I mean, I think the standards are probably still there, and they're using like 25 CFR 23105 and things like that. So, I mean, they're definitely using federal codes and all that stuff.
Well, then they need to start
25
following
USC.
them.
Right. Well, once I print the rest of it out, 25 USC 1912 limits the notification requirements to involuntary proceedings. I mean, there's just all kinds of tricks of the trade because you know what these bench books do, right?
What?
Tiff, I was asking you.
I'm having a bad night.
So the bench book gives the judge idea of how they're supposed to go in the procedures and everything, right? The judge's little cheat sheets, the judge's blue book, I guess, or black book of what to do in CPS cases.
Well, there's also, I want to get this book. It's the Family Court Red Book.
Yeah, we talked about this before. Check this out. The last page that printed to me is the reasonable effort findings. And this is what it says. To establish a child's eligibility for federal foster care maintenance payments under Title 4E of the Social Security Act, the state must make reasonable efforts to make and finalize alternate permanency plans in a timely manner when reunification of the child and family is not appropriate or possible. The court must make findings on whether reasonable efforts have been made to establish permanent placement for the child. Note: to maintain Title 4E eligibility, the agency must obtain a judicial determination that it has made reasonable efforts to finalize the permanency plan that is in effect, whether the plan is reunification, adoption, legal guardianship, placement with a fit and willing relative, or placement in another planned permanent living arrangement. Within 12 months of this date, the child is considered to have entered foster care, and at least once every 12 months thereafter while the child is in foster care. If such a judicial determination regarding reasonable efforts to finalize a permanency plan is not made in accordance with the schedule prescribed in 45 CFR 1356.21 B2I, the child becomes ineligible under Title 4E at the end of the month in which the judicial determination was required to have been made and remains ineligible until such a determination is made.
Wow.
Wow. So what that means is what? That if anybody takes a look at their court schedules and they want to go ahead and line them up in accordance with the calendars and all of that stuff, your court case has nothing to do with moving along. It has nothing to do with speedy trial. It has nothing to do with any of that. What your court hearing has to do with is the Title 4 B, C, D, E, F, whatever finances that you receive, and you will see that your court dates are probably to a T lined up to each one of the days that is required to be for them to achieve their money. I just spit all over this now. It's in this good paper too, so it made a like little bubble on it instead of just breaking it. You know. So
So
oh, go ahead now.
I just tried to look one up for our state, and it says Virginia does not have a single bench book for abuse and neglect cases. You must go judges bench book off uscourts.gov. So that one, oh my, you know what? I bet you that came out already because they come out in October here. So that's gonna, oh my God, I can't even think tonight. That's what I'm gonna have to do tomorrow.
Where's your whole review here? You don't want to. Oh. So this says if a child remains in foster care following termination of his or her parents' parental rights, the court must hold an initial post-termination review hearing within 91 days of the termination of the parental rights. However, if a child is under the care and supervision of the agency and is either placed with a relative and the placement is intended to be a permanent or is in a permanent foster family agreement, the court shall hold a review hearing not more than 182 days after the child has been removed from his or her home. The court must not cancel or delay any initial post-termination review hearing beyond the required number of days, regardless of any other pending matters. So they're supposed to have the hearings when you get TPR'd. Unfortunately, if that happens to you, there's a whole barrage. I think it'll be easier just to show these people on their own little diagram over there. You know. Hold on here. Let's see. This is the 4th edition, by the way.
So the Virginia Bench book comes out December 30th for 2026.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've just looked it up.
Well, I mean, you want? Oh, yeah, I mean, you know, you dummy. Oh my.
What?
Oh man. Check this. Best interest determination. Under MCL 712A, that must be a Michigan thing. I just lost my page. Well, I guess we're not going to go over that part. That's gone now. Anyway, I'm just saying that you guys should definitely check these bench books out. I know, like, if you check to see if they have your state. If they don't, I'm sure that they're probably all pretty similar to the same degree because they're all, I think, based on the ruling the courts in the way of Title IV funding, right? So that in itself is supposed to be nullity because you're not supposed to have, what? If DHHS provides the court with notice that it's extending guardianship assistance to a youth beyond the age of 18, under their rule, Volunteer Foster Care Act, the court must retain jurisdiction over the guardianship until the youth no longer receives extended guardianship assistance. Oh, wow.
Mm. It's funny how they have case laws under federal in there, but they'll clearly tell you that they're not, oh, we only
Right.
follow state law.
You got some dude that talks like that. I don't know where he's from or whatever. He was supposed to be on this, and I guess he went down to the local crick or something. I don't know. 16 years of age. Okay, let me see here. Juvenile guardianship, placing a child on an adoption registry, legal risk placement, petition to terminate juvenile guardianship. What are some questions that you might have, Tiff? What is something that you would, because it looks like anything that this has, I'm only in section 18 of printed, and that's printed backwards. So that goes from this part back here to section 18 is where I'm at here. But what are some things that you would, what are some things that you would have a question on, would you say? That's a great question, Tiff. Very good. And I'd like to answer that question for you.
Well, thank you.
Very good. If parental rights have been terminated, the court must continue to review the case while a child is in placement or under the jurisdiction, supervision, or control of the assumed said area of law. If a child is committed to Michigan Child MCIL, child will be sounds like that. If a child is placed in a child caring institution, children's camps, or what foster family or group home before his or her 18th birthday, that placement may continue after the child's 18th birthday. Wow. Baby shock.
Why?
Baby shock. Wow.
They are a legal adult. They can leave in any time they want.
Wow. So they're forcing these people to stand at the front of their freaking work buildings waiting for their boss and their dads to bring them in, La Cosa Nostra, That's what that all is,
That's absurd.
Yeah. I mean, this is all just crazy. Earlier than his or her 19th birthday. So it says a child may be discharged as a state ward by DHHS earlier than his or her 19th birthday.
They can leave when they're 18.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? Isn't that crazy? So Josie was telling me up in Canada that at the age of they're trying to keep the children in the care of the state now until the age of 25.
Why?
Money, 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 money.
Now, I don't know if Canada has a constitution, but our constitution clearly says the age of maturity is 18.
Right.
So I suggest people that have family in these places or in foster care, you can let them know that they have a constitutional right as an adult at the age of 18.
Yeah.
They can walk away from everybody.
Man, this is crazy. They have a very big section about the a petition asking the court to invalidate a placement or a termination proceeding because the court's action violated 25 U.S.C. 1911, 1912, and 1913 may be filed by any of the following: an Indian child or a parent of an Indian. If a party asserts that the court has reason to believe during a child custody proceeding that an Indian child has been improperly removed or retained, the court must expeditiously determine whether there was improper removal or retention. If a court determines at a hearing that a petitioner in the Indian child custody proceeding has improperly been removed the child from custody of the parent or Indian custodian, or has improperly retained custody after a visit or temporary relinquishment of custody, the court shall decline jurisdiction over the petition and immediately return the child to his or her parents and the Indian custodian. Now, why the hell can't they do that with all of the freaking kids?
I don't know.
Because we know in every one of these situations, they don't have fucking jurisdiction.
Spanny says she has a Canadian advocate that she can get on here.
Oh yeah. We could
Yeah.
get her. We have Josie too. We could bring on, or John. But yeah, who's Spanny's a Canadian advocate?
I don't. She didn't say.
Says the court shall decline jurisdiction over the petition and immediately return the child to his or her parent. Why? Why is that so hard to make that the language, to make that the rule, to make that's what goes on in our court cases for everybody?
Well, here's the thing. They have to do that with the Indian tribe. Me and Spanny worked on a case like this, and let me tell you, that shit was swift and quick. Once that tribe got involved, and Spanny's on here, so if I mess it up, she can text it on here. Once that tribe got involved, they got the kid from foster care, gave the kid back to the parents, and told CPS they were no longer needed. So CPS got mad because they moved to another state. And then the other state called the other state, kind of like what's going on with Gunner, and said these kids are in imminent danger or whatever. So she got in touch with the Indian tribe in the new state. No, they did not take those kids again. No, absolutely not. That shit was quick, swift, and on point. They do not play around with their heritage.
Well,
The problem here in Virginia is Virginia courts don't like to recognize tribes that aren't federally recognized. So they won't even reach out to them.
Look, I know that we've pretty much committed genocide on these Native Americans or Indians or Indians, whatever they're called. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to any of them, but whatever they're determined and they're called. Why is this rules? They were all Americans here. But I understand the genocide thing that we committed a long time ago when our ancestors came here and ride around the Wild West like they're some sort of cowboys, because they were, and shooting up all these Indians all over the land and treating them with blatant disrespect and disregard. So I understand that it's kind of a round robin effect, and like some people be like, oh, we're giving you payback for whatever. Well, I didn't do any of that stuff, and nor did you, Tiff. Like, so we shouldn't be into this payback stuff. We should be in the same damn part of the book as them now, because those times have been over, and the only people that are keeping us separated from ourselves is the government themselves by doing these stupid little things. Like, hey, you can be forgiven because you're this person. Oh, but because you're this person, you don't get it. And if you don't think that that's intentional, you're out of your goddamn mind.
Well, I already said that there's multiple systems here. It's not just one, right? There's a system for CPS. There's a system for child support, system for custody. There's a system for divorce. No, we need one system.
Yeah.
One.
Yep.
We're all supposed to be equal in the eyes of the law, but of course, we all know that's not true.
Right. EOS. We're supposed to pour it out and then off into the night we go. All right, let me see what else we can find. Well, this is all mostly Indian stuff on this, so stay tuned, and I'm going to see what I can do about Michigan and seeing if I can get a. They must have a federal one, right? Like an overall state statutory bench. Do they have one for states like that? Do they have the one for just like overall the government or whatever? Do they have bench books, regular ones for that?
No, Darren, they have. Oh, crap. I don't have it. The government manual comes out next, 2026. That is the law that they go by.
Right. That's not like a child protective proceedings bench book.
No, but.
No, but what?
If you go to uscourts.gov on December 30th, you can find the bench book for every state, because the states, I guess the Supreme Courts in every state write in the new shit that they do every year, because ours went from 666 to like 900 and something, and then this year it's 1200. So everybody should go there on December 30th, because that's when all the bench books come out, the new bench books, and it's got everything. I don't care what it is. It has everything: family court, dependency court, criminal court, civil court, everything.
Oh, we're gonna have a show for that or something, huh? Do you get in line for that? You go there and camp out in the tent?
They're free PDF.
No, I still you do go there and wait and get in line.
Darren, I am not a cold weather person, and I'm not a hot weather person. Now, if it was grease out there, hell yeah, I would go there. But no.
Oh, so if it was in San Diego, you'd be fine with it.
If I lived there, yeah.
Right. But we know that we're not, because you got to go by Washington, D.C. to get to San Diego from your house. So we know that that's not going to happen.
You got that right.
So what did I want to say here? Thank you, everybody who watched the special thing last night with Dave Waggle. That was really good. I hope you got to watch a little bit of it today, Tiff. I know that you're busy all day, but it was really good. And I don't know, I haven't talked to Dave yet. I asked him if he wanted to come on the show kind of some last minute, because I saw his Facebook. Something must have happened. I don't know what took place, but something definitely took place, and he is pissed. Boy, is he mad. Some kind of a retaliation, I guess, was already I guess that's what it sounds, or one of his people or something. I don't know if you want to well, you want to watch a second of it? You want to see what it was all about last night? You want to check it out for a second?
Yeah, go ahead, because it's quiet right now.
All right, good. I don't know how many of you guys came in and you guys saw it last night, but this was really so little preface of it. Well, actually, you know what I'll do? Just because I didn't really get to do this because everything got cool. Let me do this. I'm going to play what the ad is that I did for the video. And all these guys that were on it did a great job. And all the people behind the scenes did a great job. He's got a good little unit there, and I wish people would stop messing with him and realize that, he's doing nothing. He's doing the same thing we're doing, telling the truth. That's all he's doing over there. He's leaving he's got a better budget than us, but so be it, but he's very charismatic. He's very charismatic. He's out there and he's fighting. He doesn't have to fight, just like you or I. Well, you don't have to fight. You're doing this because you want to, and you want to be in this fight. Your fight was over a long time ago, as far as your direct contact with this, but so you don't have to be here right now. You're taking the risks with all of us for no reason other than you want to help people. And that's just goddamn admirable as shit,
Yeah, that's what I tell people. I don't have a dog in this fight.
Right. I make sure their asses know I'm doing this like this.
Right. And I want to say something before you pull that video up.
Sure.
I know that a few people have said, well, why are you guys not on sometimes? Well, truth to be told, we have lives, right? And just because we're not on, don't think I eat, sleep, and breathe this shit. Do you hear me? Literally. I mean, if somebody called me in the middle of the night, they better not unless it's a damn emergency. But if somebody called me in the middle of the night and was like, CPS is at my door, I could be half dead and I could still know what to do. So just because we don't come on, and I appreciate everybody that watches us, and I appreciate all our subscribers, and I appreciate all of it, but sometimes shit just happens. And I gotta tell you, if I call or Darren's wife calls me and she says Darren is exhausted and he's asleep, what do I tell her?
Let him sleep.
Let him sleep. Because if we aren't in a good mindset, we are no help.
Right. Facts. I mean, it's hard enough for me to make sure I stay awake because of the narcolepsy thing as it is. And when I go 2, 3, 4 days, and we do that, Tiff. We go 2, 3, 4 days in a row of just banging things out. The phone's ringing 24 hours a day. And that's a fact. I mean, I would love to do a reality show of what it's like a day in our lives. You know, like I know you start in the morning, you know, like at 4 o'clock in the morning, if I'm up through the night working on things, you know, other people's cases, because you got to remember, we have California, we have West Coast, then we have Europe. You know what I mean? Like we got, so like as soon as like East Coast is done, all of a sudden California's calling. Then California's done calling, then England's calling. You know what I mean? It's just like a 24-hour go through the night thing. And it's crazy. Sometimes it's just that, you know, like, and there's so many people out there that need our help and request our help that, you know, it's not the smartest thing in the world, but sometimes, you know, like it just goes down like that. And if I mean, I'll own it. It's, you know, when I sit down, my wife knows like that's it for him. He's done. Like he's out. He's going to sleep, and nobody's going to change that for nothing because I'm not going to do any good for anybody if I'm dead, and nor will you. You know
Well,
what I
it's
mean?
not just that we're dead. If we are tired, right? Like I'm having a hard time concentrating right now because I got a call right before the show about my dad, so I'm worried about my dad. But and then I've been hearing, oh my God, Darren's doing drugs. Well, let me talk about that for a minute.
Yes.
I don't give a fuck what Darren is doing. Okay.
But it's not that.
Well, I'm going to put it out there.
Right.
I know it's not. But if we all really stayed out of each other's personal lives, because I promise you, I've been doing this so long that if you really look into somebody's life that you're advocating with, you're not going to like shit that you see.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And it's not about what their personal lives are. It's about bringing kids home and keeping kids home. That's what it's about. So I don't care if Darren is snorting cocaine till his fucking nose bleeds. I don't care.
Which clearly I'm not. Or
well, I know you're not.
Either that or it's very bad cocaine. But anyway.
Right. And Darren is not smoking meth and he's not shooting needles. And even if he was, I don't care. I don't get caught up in the drama. Well, I just said you don't.
I know. Well, I seconded the motion.
Okay.
All right, good.
I don't get caught up in the drama. I don't like the fucking drama. And that shit will make me cut a person off because I don't have time for it. I don't have a dog in this fight. Even though I have grandkids, their parents are very well equipped of handling CPS, but they know they got to call the big dog. I'm coming. But that's beside the point. The point is we do this to help everybody, right? This is not about what Tiffany does in her spare time or what Darren does in her spare time or what Spanny's doing or other advocates out there. It doesn't matter. We have one goal. And as long as we stick to the goal, stay out of their personal lives, man.
Right.
Just stay out of it because you're not going to like what you see. Because I'm going to tell you right now, you come to my house, I'm a crazy mad woman when I got kids running around here.
Oh, that's the only time?
Well, unless CPS gets involved.
And let's be honest.
Then
And
I'm a lunatic.
let's be real here. Everybody that's involved with this stuff. Yeah, CPS never just shows up at your house to just randomly show up. And if they did, I'm sorry that happened to you. But 9 times out of 10, something happened. Whether someone didn't like what they saw, there was something that took place that dropped a flag on you. And there's not any person in here that's better than any other one of us. So if you're going to run your mouth, you better take a good look in that mirror and see who you really are before you open your mouth and want to say something about someone else. You should never talk about other people anyway. But, you know, especially if they're trying to do all the good that they can, you know, we don't come on here and be like, oh my God, we don't have money for this and we don't have money for that and this, that, and other, and air our dirty laundry out on nothing. Hell, we pay more for what we run for the CPS Breaking News probably than any of these advocates anywhere out there that are putting up here pay for anything. And that's facts. But you don't hear us sitting out here, oh, well, I got to pay this bill and I got to pay this bill and that bill. That's not for this. Take your shit, pack it up, and go. Because if you're trying to do this to make a living and you're trying to do this because you need to do this, that, and this, you're doing it for the wrong reason. You need to be in this fight for the children and for the parents. That's it. Not for any other thing. If you get anything else from it, is be second. Because if you're not in it for that reason, the simple fact of preserving the family unit, preserving the Constitution of the United States, and making sure that our kids have a better tomorrow, then get the fuck out. Seriously. It's ridiculous. And people need to stop with all the bullshit overall. Because every one of you that sits around and wants to plan devious and do these things and talk behind people's backs, your skeletons aren't too far from the closet. Just remember that, and everybody knows. So that being
And
said,
not only that, Karma got everybody's address.
that's right. She's frozen in my freezer, so fuck around and find out.
I had to just say that because, like I said, I'm just having a bad night. So go ahead and start the video.
Yeah, so this was the video that we did for the preview for it. So this gives everybody like a little, this is pretty crazy. And you know what? Here's the thing, is there was no, Dave was looking for a big like, from this. And the FBI, nobody cared. Nobody cared about this stuff. So, oh yeah, I got to get back over to this thing here. Share screen. No, he was expecting like the FBI to call today and, or somebody, because I mean, this was about freaking murder. This was a judge legitimately got a man murdered and no one cared. Like, it's the damnedest thing. Like, no police, nobody, nothing.
Wait a minute. You said a judge had somebody murdered?
Yes. Named the judge, everything. Yes.
Oh, you got to pull that up.
Oh, I know. Well, we will. All right. So here's the whatever this thing is. What are you? The ad for the video, right? Do you see it, Tiff?
There's nothing.
It's not there?
No. The black screen. Oh, there it is.
All right. Now the next question is can you hear it? Because this is a kind of a weird thing here. It's having me go through something different. Can you hear that?
Turn it up a little bit, can you?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good.
The evidence is different. Millions of dollars to spill the blood. A judge and his posse are the real criminals. The law is the lawless.
On Sunday,
Family court fraud warriors want justice.
never dropped in all of history. We are dropping the actual video, man, of what got a man murdered for. Okay.
I'm alive.
Alive. Okay, we can take that out, maybe. Yes. So the bottom line is, we are doing a full reveal. Okay, this man who is an absolute gem. He's actually a national treasure. This Bryce Chapman from Lubbock, Texas. He's currently on the run, and he trusted us. I found in the mail a thumb drive. Okay, that he had sent to me. And one of the pieces on there is a video of them auctioning off his $100 million land for $250,000 to a one bidder auction in the courthouse to the judge's son's best friend. And we have all of the evidence. We are laying it all out. Okay, in breadcrumbs. Okay, in logic and lineal form with players and the names and their pictures. And yes, they found that man dead, shot in the stomach. that they marked
a
a
suicide.
suicide.
You've got
You've got a little bit of medical background history.
Please
Please
thought
if somebody wanted to commit suicide, they want to end the pain.
Does
Does
anybody
anybody
want
want
to
to
end
end the pain by shooting themselves in the gut and having the most grueling experience ever and possibly taking a day to bleed out and die from that most grueling experience? Has that ever happened in the entire history of the world?
No, never heard that before.
And guess what? Bryce wouldn't sell. He wouldn't sell the land. The judge who had the adjoining land did want to sell the land. Bryce did it. Lo and behold, let's use the family court now. The good old family court. They threw him in jail for $25,000 back pay support. Kept him there 583 days. And in that time period, auctioned off. And on top of this, this guy's represented Abraham. So what's going on, guys? We still live in America, right? We live in where these abandoned idiots in rows, okay, can sit there and fleece the land from Abraham Lincoln's descendants. We don't live in America.
Yeah, the timing got messed on that. But so that's see, there's a whole thing off, and I can't find it where it shifts this. But anyway, so that's the advertisement from the start. I apologize about the thing, the timing being all stuff on it. But that's the basis of the story. So pretty much this guy Bryce owned this property. Oh, look at that. That worked right on time. So this guy's Bryce owned this property. He owed back child support. The judge put him in jail. While he was in jail, he ended up missing his mortgage payments and all of that. And the judge that lived in the land next to him, owned the parallel lot to him, wanted them to sell the land to them, and Bryce wouldn't do it. So they got the house foreclosed on him, or the land foreclosed on him, and the electric company was coming through there, and they knew that the electric company was coming through. So Bryce wouldn't do this. He wouldn't sell the land. They locked him up, so on and so forth. Well, this guy, Bryce's best friend, goes and stays there for him. And wouldn't you know, lo and behold, when they started calling corruption and all that stuff, the guy ends up unalived and right there on the property. Shot in the stomach, like Dave said, but they said that he committed suicide, committed unaliving. So it's just really ironic. And we went over in the video, we went over how they lied about where the auction was going to be for the property. They didn't do that on time. They did all these things, and they pulled the judge's name out. What the guy actually has is the actual recording of the auction, which we aired last night, and you can see Bryce's friends, the one that was no longer with us, sitting there with the camera and asking the judge that this land is homesteaded. You can't do this. Like all of these things. And the judge just rolled right over him. He's like, this isn't a time for the legal stuff. This isn't time for buying. And the guy ended up buying the property for $250,000 and $2. Yep. And then once they blew this thing up, man's dead. And now Bryce is on the high. They're trying to put him back in jail, all this stuff. And we got, Richard Lutherman was in on it last night. I'll put a little thing on here. And he got no response. Got no response from anything. Like, this is like the FBI should have come out and said, like, holy smokes, what the hell is going on here? And this is how deep this corruption is in this system, that they don't even care. This guy lost his life. At the bare minimum, common law covers that.
This is what my dad said. He said, hey, you don't trust no law enforcement. Even with the confession and a tag number, they still wouldn't do anything.
That's crazy.
That's what he tells me all the time.
What did you say, with a confession and a tag number? That's funny.
A confession and a tag number, they still wouldn't do anything.
And your dad was, and he was like, that was his life, right? Like that was his loved being law enforcement, right?
43 years.
Viewed him that time, but did he at the end there? Did he start phasing out like the way that he loved the law enforcement stuff? Did he start to see the corruption and everything that was going on with it?
Well, of course, he's not going to say that. But what he did say was, and it's like a lot of officers that, because we tent their cars, the older officers, the detectives and stuff.
Yeah.
They said these young, arrogant police officers are going to get somebody killed.
Yeah. Well, it's true. It is true.
So most of them are retiring.
Yeah, because they didn't even have to worry about that back then, right? And now, like I was saying this we were talking about that this morning. I don't remember who I was talking to, one of my 27,000 phone calls, but I don't remember who the hell I was talking to, but we were talking about that, like CPS, especially Herbert. Herbert, I wish you were watching right now because I'd have you come in, because Herbert always sits there and tells me, Darren, CPS, like Herbert and I went way back, when I was doing my stuff, Herbert was with me. He was with me up until the summer, and then he went back to work. Poor guy, worked his whole life, and he still got to work some. But anyway, he disagrees. He doesn't like to see that the law enforcement is the corruption. He doesn't see it. He doesn't want to see it. Tiff, how many times have you argued it with him?
My own dad thinks there's corruption. Anytime he's going to say, I don't trust any law enforcement, with a tag number and a confession, they still wouldn't do anything.
Well, I mean, there's nothing scarier than when you're sitting there and you're with a rookie cop or a green cop or even a cop that's not used to whatever, and they pull their gun on you and they're sitting there shaking. You know what I mean? Like, there's just something to be said about that. I'm not going to say I've been in that situation ever, or if I have been ever. Yeah, well, good.
And I'm going to tell you, I couldn't believe this police officer had a gun in his hand, shaking the way he was, and I had a baseball bat, and I wasn't even going after him. I was beating a 300-pound woman up.
Oh my Lord. You're beating up a 300-pound woman. Jesus, hell, Tiff. Well, and how did that end?
Well, they didn't charge me. It was on my property. I told her to leave 3 times. She didn't go anywhere. I said, oh, you wait right here then. And when I came out swinging. I broke both sides of her ribs. I mean, hell.
Oh, my God. You really hit her with it?
You fucking right. I hit her 45 times. I only remember 3.
Well, that's self-defense, Tiffany.
Well, yeah, that's why they let me go.
Yeah. Anybody that hits anybody with something 43 times is clearly defending themselves.
Yeah.
That's right. You're damn right. That's self-defense. So that was good.
They never gave me my baseball bat back, though.
No, that's stealing.
I told them they could have it.
Oh, it's nice you donating to the city or the town or wherever you donate
to the police department.
Yeah, that's nice. It's very nice. I'm trying to get this video open here. It's just not. It's not being productive for cooperative with me here.
That's okay. We're almost out of time anyway.
How are we almost out of time? Oh,
we've been on 55 minutes.
Oh, you've just been sitting there counting the minutes, haven't you? This is that kind of show tonight.
No, it's because the baby just went down in the basement.
Oh, all right. Well, okay, fine. Went down in the basement?
By himself.
Oh, all right. He's fine then. Don't worry about it.
Oh, no. There's 5 deep freezers down there. He is not fine.
Oh, my gosh. Well, at least there's not a dog in one of them.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, you got hot dogs in one, don't you?
Yes, we got hot dogs.
That's right. So that's good. Well, we'll continue this because there's some other things, some real things that matter. Oh, there he is. He's good. There he is. Hi, Dan. I love when he goes, hi, Dan.
I'm coming. Yeah, he brought me his remote control.
Yeah, it's time to get him in bed and watch the movies.
You gonna say hi to Darren?
Yeah.
Hey,
Come here.
bud.
And he's naked.
Yes, as usual.
Look,
Hey,
say
bud.
hi there. Look. He's right there.
Hey, buddy. Baby shark. Baby. Oh, you can't hear me. Mommy Grammy has that on.
Say hi. Say hi. He's
Hi,
doing it
buddy.
now.
There it is. Yeah. He's tired. He's ready for it. You're going to get the night before Christmas singing now. He's funny. You get him a little mustache. That's what I'm sending him for Christmas. Little mustache. Yep.
George Jefferson.
Yeah, you will. You look just like him, man. Moving on up. You ever notice? You ever notice that I have a mustache tattoo?
You can say
that. Hey, whoa,
No,
what did
I
you just
never
say?
knew that. What'd you say?
That was a whole sentence.
What?
That was a good one.
Yeah, you talking to Darren?
Hi, buddy. Yeah, look, a little mustache.
Yeah,
right there.
yeah. You see yourself? Yeah, don't touch the computer. I see you.
Yeah, he's a good-looking man, isn't it? You
Yeah,
are.
look. Yeah, he's saying, look. Say hi.
All right. Well, guess what, Tiff? Let's do it then. Get that little boy to bed. Tomorrow night we'll come back because we got a lot of things to talk about. I want to talk about this Donald Trump thing that's going on with that bill that they just pushed through real quick to say that they're helping us with CPS. There's a lot of things that are going on out there that we need to report on and get the right things going on because the truth starts here, Tiff. It starts with us.
Yep.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm leaving it with that.
All right.
So, all right, little man, lead us out. We're going to
bye.
go.
Bye.
All right. Good job, dude. All right, everybody. Have a good night. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Wait.
And here's the song that we do. Here we go. Oh,
Get out.
maybe it'll play.
No, we're
Bye,
getting ready to
baby.
go night.
All right. Bye, Tiff. Have a good night.
Kids are being taken one by one. Families broken apart.
Can you guys please make sure if you haven't subscribed yet that you do that? Make sure you like us, hit the buttons, do all the things that you got to do. Like, subscribe, click things, do things, share it, whatever you can do. So we get the word out there, please help us out with that. Thank you guys very much. Love you. Appreciate everything that you guys do. You're the best.
True family fighters, you need to listen tonight. Tiff and the Punisher coming for CPS. Tiff and the Punisher be our next guest. CPs took your children, chased your husband away, left you alone and vulnerable. Let me hear you say, Tiff and the Punisher coming for CPS. Tiff and the Punisher be our next guest. Do not be afraid, wipe your tears away. We need to come together, it's our time. To need to tell your friend, watch the show. If CPS comes, this is where you go. They won't win this war against us. This is our crew, we have your trust. Advocates unlock the others. They care for us, they hold us up high. They make us feel important. Others pass us by. Tiff and the this corruption is going to stop. It's pushing good people over the top. It's causing pain they don't deserve. These fucking judges, what a nerve. I can smell the smoke in the air. People losing their lives every day. We can't stand for this bullshit game. It's time to light this shit on fire. Let's burn the bitch down. They take our lives. Let's burn the bitch down. It should be no surprise. Let's burn the bitch down. They deserve what they get. Let's burn the bitch down. There is no regret. They're taking kids, ruining their future. Making dads run scared through the fire. The court's destroying families, they're such a liar. When the days turn into the nights, they give up, they have no fight. When you break the man, you take his soul. When you take his child, consider yourself told. Let's burn the bitch down. They cause our pain. Let's burn the bitch down. We're not insane. Let's burn the bitch down. They had their chance. Let's burn the bitch down. We show our stance. We won't stand for this anymore. Here I am, let's settle the score. I don't wanna bust your balls. Your honor, you need to fall. You lie almost every day. Pissed off parents are on their way. You can get away with this anymore. I'm scared when they pound on the door. You think this is a joke? You'll know better when you smell the smoke. We won't stand for this anymore. We are parents headed to war. Let's burn the bitch down. Whoa. Let's burn the bitch down. Whoa. Let's burn the bitch
We know it's all about the money, we know they lie, we know this is corruption. Does CPS know what they are doing to the children?